Hello and welcome again, everyone, to another wonderful Cooking with Sun King episode. It's your old pal, Steven. Of course, we are here with our great friends from Green Bean Delivery to present another wonderful dish. And today we are doing breakfast poutine. We've got duck eggs, we've got duck sausage, fries, cheese curds, gravy. Of course, we're going to spice the whole thing up with some wonderful When the Lights Go Out coffee porter. We're taking great coffee from our friends at Limelight Coffee Roasters. And of course, this really kind of classic, nice little 5.5% porter that just does really great things, especially when it comes to cooking with. So we are gonna make our gravy with the beer. We're gonna saute up some sausage and fry up some duck eggs. We're gonna crisp up some really great Yukon Gold French fries and put the whole damn thing together. So we are gonna start with our gravy. We wanna take our sausage, nice little package. These guys pack a lot of flavors. So these are duck sausages with a little bit of Armagnac, kind of in the cognac family, that wonderful distilled grape spirit that is aged in French oak casks. And it'll provide a really nice fruitiness to the dish and a really wonderful complement to our beer. We want to saute this after we take it out of the casing, and then we'll build our roux. So we'll take that rendered duck fat, add a little bit of flour, get it really well toasted. We'll see that here in just a little bit. And then we'll add our Lights Go Out porter, some wonderful beef stock. We'll season that to taste and put the whole thing together. Short, sweet, to the point. Wrong way. So our sausage has been rendered and it's got a little bit of crisp to it, which is exactly what we want. And we also now have a pan full of delicious brown things, which is called fond. That fond is of course going to help season our gravy. And we've got a nice little couple teaspoons of duck fat in the bottom of our pan. We'll add just a touch of olive oil just to make sure we have enough. And then we're going to make our roux. Of course, usually equal parts fat to flour, and then we have our liquid. So we want to toast this for just a couple of minutes until it almost turns kind of a peanut butter brown. This will of course add a tremendous amount of flavor to our gravy and go really well with our beer and our beef stock. So when our flour is nice and toasted, we will then add our Lights Go Out coffee porter and let that cook out for just a minute or two. And then we will add our beef stock, let it come to a simmer so we know it's fully thickened. Depending on the day, depending on the humidity, depending on how exact your measurements were, you might need to add a little bit more. But we'll test that when we kind of come to that, and then we'll keep going. So our gravy has come to a boil, and no matter what thickener you're using, whether it's cornstarch or flour or arrowroot or potato starch, you always want to make sure that it does come to a simmer to know its full thickening capacity. If you were to have stopped this short, it would be a little pasty and not very delicious, but it gives the flour molecules their full time to kind of bloom, and that helps thicken your sauce. So we've got a perfect consistency on our gravy here. And then we're also gonna do a little sunny side fry on our Robinson Farms duck egg. If you're not familiar with duck egg, they taste almost exactly like a chicken egg. The white or the albumin is just a little less opaque. So it's got this really, really bright white color. And of course, it's got this big, beautiful yellow, wonderful yolk. And so we're just going to slowly cook that. Again, just season with a little salt and pepper on one side until we see everything's perfectly white around the yolk. And then our French fries are still working. And we'll put this whole thing together in just a little bit. So to plate everything up, we are starting with our French fries, and then we'll, when those are still nice and warm, we'll then add our cheese curds. If we didn't quite give them the shout out, those are from Crystal Springs Creamery in Osceola, Indiana, and they're a black pepper and sea salt cheese curd, and they're absolutely perfect for a dish like this. We then kind of cover everything in a few spoonfuls of gravy. We're not looking for soup here. We just want everything to be really well coated. That's why our gravy isn't super thick or too thin. And then of course our beautiful crumbled duck sausage with that wonderful Armagnac flavor and that beautiful fried duck egg over the top. Of course, some chives to garnish if you're feeling frisky. And pour yourself a nice cold beer to go along with it. Just an absolute banger of a dish, especially for those of us that are in the cold weather season. Definitely some great stick to your ribs food, but just perfectly executed and super easy with our help from our good friends at Green Bean. So that's it for this episode. We hope you guys enjoyed this breakfast poutine with our When the Lights Go Out coffee porter. As always, we want to thank our wonderful friends here at the signature table at Fisher's Test Kitchen. Of course, our wonderful friends at Green Bean Delivery for all of these recipes that we do for cooking with. You'll find those at greenbeandelivery.com/blog. And for everything else, all of those links are hiding underneath there, including the merch, the recipes, all of the great information about the location here in Fishers. We want to thank all of you. The best way to continue to support us, of course, is by hitting those like and subscribe buttons below. It helps us bring you all of these great cooking with videos for the rest of the year and hopefully kind of just continuing on. We like doing them. We hope you like them too. We hope you have a great day. Cheers.